And the 49ers have made our second signing of the free agency period. We're looking at Oren Burks, signed to a 2-year deal, formerly of the Green Bay Packers. Coming up next will be my thoughts on this signing. On the second day of free agency, the 49ers, we've made our second signing, and that is Oren Burks, the linebacker formerly of the Green Bay Packers. So let's talk a little bit about Oren and the deal he got. Well, it's 2 years, $5 million, so it's a very, very affordable deal. This deal, and I'm going to get into more of the details, but this deal tends to remind me of when we had Jim Harbaugh, when we signed Blake Costanzo. I think Oren Burks could be he's a special teams ace, and to me personally, I think this could be a huge influence from Brian Schneider. I think our new special teams coach was probably pushing John Lynch and company to make a deal to get just a special teams captain, and I absolutely believe that Oren Burks could be that guy. So let's talk a little bit about his background. Well, he was a linebacker at Vanderbilt. He was drafted in the 2018 NFL draft by the Green Bay Packers in the 3rd round. He's very athletic. So in the combine that year, he ran a 4.5940, so really, really solid. He's 6'3", 233, so good size, and a 39.5 vertical. So overall, really athletic guy, really ideal for the special teams kind of role. Now, when I think about it, I think about just the fact that how poor our special teams were last year, especially in kick return coverage. Every time we would kick it off and it wasn't a touchback, I was holding my breath. So I think this could be a huge move to help alleviate that. Not only does Oren Burks, has he played well on special teams, but couple that with our new special teams coach. Maybe these guys, they could rally around, a guy like Oren Burks and really step up their game in the special teams, because that's something that we need to do. We are a team that, I think regardless of who the coordinator is, we will be kicking it off where it's going to be returnable. Wishnowsky and Gold just don't have the consistent big leg to make those kickoffs where they're unreturnable. So I think this could go a long way. Not only kick returns, but also in punt returns too. So I think this is a really, really solid move. Overall, in his 4-year career, he's only started 7 games at linebacker. So I think primary focus here is going to be special teams. However, I do think there could be some value at linebacker. We've seen in DeMeco Ryans' offense, under his guidance, a lot of linebackers really come on strong. So, and later round picks. So Dre Greenlaw, 5th round pick from Arkansas, did really, really well. Azeez Al-Shire, an undrafted guy, Florida FIU, I believe. So I really think that there's an opportunity here for someone like Oren Burks to actually, maybe if he has to step in, now hopefully of course guys like Warner, Greenlaw, and Al-Shire stay healthy, but if he has to, I think with this coaching, he could do really, really solid. So overall, look, it's going to be one of those signings that maybe we forget about come the start of the season, and then the start of the season kicks off, and it's like, when we finally have a kickoff return, I think maybe Oren Burks comes in and lays a hit. So overall, pretty excited for it. It's not like a huge splash by any means, and I'm still pumped from the Charvarius Ward signing, but overall, I think it's really solid, and I think this probably, assuming we don't trade Greenlaw, assuming we don't trade Al-Shire, I think this would probably rule out essentially any possibility of drafting a linebacker, because don't forget we did give Demetrius Flanagan-Foles a $1 million deal too. So I think we're essentially set in stone. We got our 5 linebackers, and I'm feeling really good about the linebacking core, and I really do believe when healthy, it could actually be the best in the NFL, and now we have some really solid depth. So those are my thoughts on it. I think he's someone who will really help out our special teams, which were awful last year, and really excited to see what the new special teams coach Brian Schneider has in store for Oren Burks, and then of course the rest of the special teams. But overall, those are my thoughts. I think it's a solid signing. I'd give it like a B if I had to give a grade. But overall, I'd love to see your guys' thoughts on this signing, who you would like us to target next in free agency. And there's going to be a bunch of more free agent videos coming out. It's such an exciting time of the year in the NFL. I'm going to leave it there. And you guys know I'm going to say 2 things. The butt counts. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.